What's up, everybody? Trinity here. Welcome back to 2nd Street, and it is DC Tuesday, and here I am in my local comic book shop, Bases Cards and Comics, right here in Lancaster, California. We just got done getting all the books bagged and boarded, got all the pull lists and everything ready for new Comic Book Wednesday, and today I am here to present you all with my comic book pull list, the books that I will be taking home, my haul. Now, if you don't know what a comic book pull list is, there should be a video right up there where you can go and learn just a little bit more about that. Now, what I typically do is I get in through start with DC, then I get into Marvel, then I go into small press and indies. But if you are new to the channel or you just haven't been paying attention, I have been backing away from DC and Marvel titles. I've got a couple of series that I am finishing out, and then I will probably just be getting some of those in trade paperback format instead of the single floppy issues, if for no other reason than the fact that I have really been enjoying the indies and been getting more of those. My comic book pull list gets a little bit heavy, and hey, I gotta make some cutbacks somewhere. I've really been loving the indies, and that's the way I've been leaning a little bit more here on the channel, as well as, you know, in case you guys aren't aware, you should check out the channel memberships where the Myrtle Maniacs are helping crowdfund comics. We go out there about every other month, and we are picking out different campaigns, books to go out there and crowdfund to check out, and we are doing reviews on those books for channel members only. So consider becoming a channel member. It's only the price of a comic book, $3.99. So, you know. Anyway, guys, let's go ahead and get right here into my comic book pull list. Starting off with DC, we have got A Deceased Dead Planet, issue number 6. This is the next to the last issue in the Deceased series. Tom Taylor has been doing a phenomenal job writing this series. I have really enjoyed it, and they've also, actually, to the same day, they have got the Deceased Hope at World's End, which is their digital only ones that you can find for 99 cents on the DC app or Comixology, whatever digital platform that you go to. You can find them for 99 cents, and they help expand the world of the Deceased universe, and they're really good. I like what they're doing with those kind of expansion stories here with the Deceased universe. Just some really good stuff. I've been enjoying it. But let me know down in the comments below if you're reading Deceased and if you have been reading those Hope at World's End tie-ins. Really good stuff if you ask me, but hey, that's just if you ask me, okay? And I know you're probably sitting there thinking, then why are you going to stop pulling them? Hey, because Deceased is coming to an end. Anyway, moving on into Marvel, that's all I have for DC this week. We are starting off with Black Widow, issue number 4, and I am getting this MCU variant cover there. Now, this is one of the series that I am going to finish out. Now, I say that not knowing for sure that this series is going to end at issue number 5, but I just have a feeling that it is. I can't imagine that it's going to go more than a mini series, because isn't that all that Natasha ever gets? She always gets the shaft. Ah, man, I don't know. I'm kind of disgusted with that, but let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you've been reading Black Widow and what you have thought of it so far. I mean, I think it's kind of, it's okay. It's not bad. It's not great. But I guess we'll see how it ends up here in these next couple of issues. Now, moving on, we have got Hellions, issue number 7. The Ten of Swords is over, and here we have got the Mutant Massacre. Oh my god, what has Mr. Sinister done? We know what he's done. We know what he's up to, man. He's out there trying to make those chimeras. He's out there doing all kinds of stuff with that mutant DNA that he got from, in Otherworld. I don't know, man. What's he up to? You know he's up to no good. It's Mr. Sinister we're talking about. I like Mr. Sinister. There's something about him and his character, like, I like what they've been doing with him, just because he's, like, I don't know, especially what they did with him in the Fallen Angel series, just great stuff, because he was, like, really weird and creepy when he was talking to Psylocke and all that stuff, just really, I don't know. Anyway, moving on, we have got X Factor, issue number 5. Issue number 5 here. Gonna read this one, gonna do some reviews on this. Like I said, the Ten of Swords is over. We are back into the dawn of X before the reign of X. And how excited are you for the reign of X? Let me know down in the comments below. Do you have any theories about any of that stuff? Let me know. I know people have been coming out with videos talking about it, and hey, I guess we'll see how it is, right? Yeah. Anyway, moving on, we've got the next one I've got here, a series I've really been enjoying. That's Savage Avengers issue number 15. 15. Again, this one is one I'm going to read and review here on the channel. And like I said, scaling back on my Marvel, and this is one I hate to stop pulling and reading, but I will get it in a trade paperback format because I know this series has been really good and I've been enjoying what they've been doing throughout this series so far. Now, that's all I have for my Marvel and DC books. We're going to get right into some indies, starting off with Aftershock Comics, one of my favorite publishers out there. There's just, you know, like, when it comes to a lot of publishers, you kind of know what to expect. They have an expectation of the quality or the storytelling or whatever they're doing with their books. Aftershock Comics is definitely one of those. And this one right here, this writer himself, Elliot Rawl, is coming out with Knock 'em Dead issue number 1. I've been anticipating this one, been wanting to read this because, for one, I like Aftershock Comics. I like what they do over there, and I really enjoy what Elliot Rawl brings to the table with his writing skills. And again, he does some books that I've read that I'm not like really like into like vampires, but I've been reading Bleed Them Dry over on Vault Comics, and it's really good. I just, you know, he's got a style that I think works well for him and what he does in the stories that he goes out there and writes. So I can't wait to get into Knock 'em Dead issue number 1 again on Aftershock Comics. They just have a way with these books. Now, the next one on Aftershock Comics, we've got Red Atlantis issue number 2. This one is being written by Stephanie Phillips, and it's like a political thriller. Ooh, oh no, we see there's Russian sleeper cells here in the United States who are out there messing with the election. Can you believe that? I know, it sounds... Oh, I know what you're thinking. Anyway, let's move on. The next one we've got here is on AWA Upshot Studios. This one right here is a new series from Kari Andrews. This is Erratic issue number 1, and I got this variant here, and this is the Mike. Okay, it is the Mike Deodato variant here. I don't know when this was coming out. I seen this one. I'm like, hey, it got me. I mean, it kind of looks like Spider-Man. I mean, kind of does, but hey, I thought this was a pretty cool cover, so I went ahead and picked up this Deodato variant. What it is, it's about this kid who gets these superpowers, but he only gets to have these superpowers for 10 minutes at a time. 10 minutes to save the world. And I don't know, it sounds kind of interesting. I mean, I think it's for, this one is good for teens and up. It's not quite the YA, but I mean, teens is getting there, isn't it? I don't know. People make such big deals about that stuff. You know what? A good book is a good comic book, if you ask me. I don't care what you classify it as long as it's a good story and it's written well. That's all that really matters. Speaking of which, last week I forgot to tell you guys over on one of my other that's all you know what, before we get into it, I'll go ahead and finish up with AWA Upshot here. I'll tell you at the proper time. I'm holding back. I don't want to steal anybody's thunder here. Because the next one we've got on AWA Upshot right here is the COVID Chronicles. This one is $9.99. It's got this compilation of stories in here. I don't know about it. You know, these were all written during the time of the pandemic, obviously, and it's a nice thick book. You can see it's $9.99. Nice thick book of all of these stories. Now I'm saying this $9.99 and this is kind of something that AWA Upshot does with their trade paperbacks. You know, they put out their series, and their trade paperbacks are coming out at only $9.99. And a lot of times you can follow them online, and they are giving out discounts for them as well. So, you know, and plus if you go to your local comic book shop and have these things pulled and have them ready for you, a lot of shops will probably give you discounts as well. So, you know, go out and support your local comic book shop. You might not have one near you, so I completely understand. But that's what I've got for AWA Upshot books this week. Now, I will go ahead and get into like what I was telling you a minute ago. Last week, one of my other favorite publishers that has come out here over the last couple of years is Impact Theory Comics. And last week, they came out with Hexagon issue number 5. That is the last of this series. I'm not sure if they're going to do a volume 2 or anything. I don't believe they are, but it is like a YA tale written by Michael Morisi and Don Diablo, who is like a musical DJ artist. You may have heard of him before. Very good series that wrapped up last week. I forgot to say that last week on my comic book pull list and everything. Very, very good book, and I will probably do, when they come out with a trade paperback of that, I will probably do a giveaway here on the channel of that. So make sure that you go and pay attention to my review of Hexagon issue number 5 when that comes out, because I do a lot of giveaways here on the channel, but I do them like at the end of the videos. I don't announce them because I'm not trying to get subscribers and all that stuff, get you to interact here. just because like it's for you people who are watching all of these videos and watch to the end. The Myrtle Maniacs and the true supporters who, like I said, watch the whole videos. You know what I mean? There's value in that. Now, moving on into Dark Horse Comics this week, we've got Overwatch issue number 1. I don't know about this or anything. It's based on a video game, so I'm going to read this. I'm going to review it. I've never played Overwatch, don't know anything about it. So, can this book tell me about it? Can Mariko Tamaki and Babs Tarr get me into Overwatch and kind of explain this world for me? I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out here in issue number 1 of 5 of Overwatch from Dark Horse Comics. That's all I've got there. Moving on into Image Comics this week. We've got Firepower issue number 6. This is the end of this story arc, and this is where I'm done reading this one. I'll probably get the rest in trade paperback format. This series has actually been pretty good. Robert Kirkman writing this series. I'm just pulling it also because like the story seems very like tropish. I mean, it kind of seems like, you know, some of those kung fu movies I grew up watching. You know, like in the 80s, it came on USA Network or TNT or whatever. Kind of like that. So I just don't really feel like I'm getting anything completely like new or original here. Like it feels kind of like that. So I will go ahead and start reading it in trade paperbacks, and you know we'll see how it is. We'll see how it is. I don't know. Let me know what you've been thinking about Firepower down in the comments below. I know a lot of people have really been enjoying that series. So like I said, it's not bad. It's just I don't know. Now the next one I've got here is the last one on my pull list. I've got another book here I'm going to show you though. This one I'm probably going to be done with pretty soon as well. This is Dryad issue number 7, dealing here with elves and wizards and like futuristic technology. It's been an interesting read. I believe I still got to read issue number 6, so I'm an issue behind here, but it's been an okay story. I can't complain about it or anything. It's just been, you know, it's okay. I'm trying to make some cuts here with, you know, how big the pull list has been getting as of late. So hey, making some cutbacks, and that's just one of the ones that's not making that cut after probably issue number 10. Probably after issue number 10. Now, the last one I have on my comic book list is something, it's not actually a book, it's a trade paperback that, you know, I've been wanting to get this one, but that's Something is Killing the Children, the trade paperback. Now, I know you guys have probably heard me here on the channel, this kind of talking about this series and like, how I kind of feel like it's kind of just drug us along, and I'm like, man, can we get on with this already? She hasn't even killed the one thing in this one little town. They're still here. You know, what is it? 12 issues later. Now the thing is like I enjoy this series. It's good. It's been keeping me going along. So I'm like, hey, I'm gonna buy the trade paperback because, you know, sometimes it's nice to have the trades, so then you don't have to open them floppies. But you know, sometimes you get the trades and you get them and they're just like this, where it's a beautiful book like this one right here. See that matte finish on this is Boom Studios comic, and how beautiful this. It's just a nice book, and then you get it and you don't really want to. You don't want to open the trade paperback and read it neither. I've been going through the same issues with like my comic book Resonant, my trade paperback of Resonant, even the plot, just like, oh man, there's such beautiful books. Like I don't want to open them up and run these things. But anyway, guys, that's all I have for my comic book pull list this week, guys. Let me know down in the comments below what's on your comic book pull list and what of these books would you like me to do some more in-depth reviews on here on the channel. I want to know all of your thoughts and questions, anything, let me know down in the comments below. Now, as I said, if you are interested in becoming a channel member, one of the Myrtle Maniacs, one of the things we do is we do crowdfund comics, and we are going out and finding different campaigns about every other month until we reach 20 channel members. When we reach 20, we will probably do about one a month, depending on the price on the campaign. I've got several that are getting ready to come in, several that we have already backed that we're going to do exclusive reviews for channel members only. So you guys can check these books out and see how some of these things are, because we can see, you know, even in the mainstream comic book industry, some of these companies are still kind of turning towards crowdfunding. We see that Boom Studios has went and done Berserker with Keanu Reeves in trade paperback format. We see that Dynamite does a lot of different covers and things like that through crowdfunded projects as well. One of the other ones we've done recently is somebody who does put books out into local comic book shops, but that is Coffin Comics, Brian Pulido, we recently backed Hell Witch. So we're going to see that. We're going to see how that campaign is, how the value and everything that it brings to the table is, because I've heard about those Brian Pulido, those Coffin Comics crowdfunding projects. I have heard they are the gold standard, and we're going to find out here shortly, probably come January. So make sure that you know, if you do like this channel and you want to support it and take your level of support to the next level, aside from being subscribed, aside from liking these videos and sharing them with your friends, just become a channel member for $3.99 a month so you can get some exclusive videos and some deeper dives into some of these crowd-funded comic books, because maybe you're curious about them and don't know if the value is there for them, if they're worth your hard-earned money, because they can be expensive. But let's go ahead, and you guys want to take a walk around the shop here and see everything what we've got going on? Yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and do that. That's it, guys. I mean, you can see my local comic book shop here, Bases Cards and Comics in Lancaster, California. It's a big shop, man, and they do all kinds of cool things here. When you know, they also do like card tournaments and stuff in the other room, and they're not really doing that right now because, you know, we know everything going on right now with the pandemic and everything, especially here in Southern California. But they do things like that when things are normal, I guess you could say, out there. They do all kinds of things. Like I said, you got the baseball cards, you got the posters, you got everything here. But I want to know what do you think about my local comic book shop, man? Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below. How does it compare to yours? What does your comic book shop look like? You know, hey, you know, tag us on Instagram at 2nd Street Marvel with some pictures of your local comic book shop. Hey, if they'll allow you to do that, I know mine will. So if you're ever in the area, in Lancaster, California area, make sure that you stop by Bases Cards and Comics, my favorite comic book shop here in the local area. But that's all I have for this video today, folks. Thank you all so much for tuning into the 2nd Street Marvel. If you're not already, please make sure you click the little bell and all of that good stuff, the thumbs up and all of that stuff. Yeah, you know how this works. We'll see you all in the next video. Later.